Hello, everyone. Welcome to Trio Upward Bound at the University of Minnesota. This training video is regarding phone do's and don'ts. These are the main topics we will cover in the training program. The goal for this training video is to review phone etiquette, make and answer calls professionally and enthusiastically, transfer calls effectively, appropriately use the customer's name during the call, take accurate messages, place the caller on hold, deal with issues and multiple callers at the same time, screen phone calls, and end the call in a positive manner. We will also review what not to do and provide you with bonus tips on email and voicemail. Remember, upon answering the phone, you are taking ownership of the call. How you answer it is the first impression they hear and come to know who we are. First, let's review the key points of telephone etiquette because it's important to have a good first impression. Even if callers can't see you, they can hear your attitude in your voice. Greet your caller with a smile. Use clear and confident voice. When talking on the phone, remember to be kind, polite, direct, and enthusiastic, using specific words and phrases that let the caller know you want to help them. Don't forget to breathe while you're on the phone. Have a notepad and pen by you, paying attention if they are in a different time zone, of different cultural diversity or influence. Personalize the call based on the customer's preference, utilizing their title, and be careful not to copy the customer's accent. Next, let's look at how to answer phone calls, the do's. When the phone rings, place the handset by your ear. Answer with the department name and your name. Speak clearly and concisely, listening actively without interrupting, and using a normal tone and voice. Remember to be helpful by being patient and staying focused, taking notes if needed, and use positive and productive language. For example, you can start with, "Hello, this is Trio Upward Bound. My name is Elizabeth. Thanks for calling. How may I help you?" There will also be problems when you answer the phone. So, for example, if the caller is asking for someone who is unavailable, busy, or does not want to be disturbed, you can respond with, "They are not available at the moment. They should be back shortly. Would you like to leave a message on their voicemail?" Another example. If you don't know where the person the caller is looking for is at, or if they are late to work, or are at an off-site location, then you can respond in the following manner. "They are not in the office at the moment. Would you like to leave a message on their voicemail?" Another example. If you don't know if the person the caller wants is going to be out for the day, then you can respond in the following way. "They are not in the office today. Would you like to speak to someone else or leave a message on their voicemail?" There are also other types of problems. For example, if the caller is looking for a student, first review the student roster to best determine which option to use as your response. Option number 1. If they are in the program, then forward the caller to the student's advisor. Option number 2. If they are not in the program, then inform them the student is not in our program. Another example. If the caller is looking for a past or current employee, before you respond with one of the options available, review the staff roster or consult with the office manager to determine which option to use. Option number 1. If they are currently working in the program and are in the office, then transfer the call to them. Option number 2. If they do not work in the program, then let the caller know. Another issue may arise if the caller wants to leave a message directly with you. Then you should remember to write down the time and date the call was made and the phone number they were calling from, also who was calling and what was the call about. It is also ideal to ask what is the best time for them to return the call. When these problems arise, you will have to put the call on hold. How to do that is discussed here. For example, the caller is looking for a particular employee, student, or seeking information that is not at your fingertips. Inform the caller you will put them on hold while you check. First, press the hold button on the phone base. Next, hang up your handset. When you are armed with the information you need, number 3, pick up the handset, thank the caller for holding, and inform them of the status of the information. Another time that you might need to put the caller on hold is when the phone rings while you are on the phone already with someone else. What you should do in this case is first tell caller number 1 to hold, and then press the hold button on the phone base. Then press the OVFL blinking button to address new caller number 2. Address their issues and hang up the handset once they are resolved. Next, pick up the handset to return to caller number 1. Thank them for holding and continue with the conversation. Next, let's look at how to transfer calls. There are going to be times the caller wants to talk to someone else. Then you will need to transfer the call. You may respond with, "One moment, let me transfer you." Then press the XFER button on the phone base. Then press the last 5 digits of the University of Minnesota phone number. Listen for the ringtone and wait for the line to be answered. When it is ringing, review the options to use as your response. Option number 1, announce the call to the staff person and then hang up the phone. Or option number 2, after you announce the call to the staff person and they ask you to take the message because they are not available to take the call at the moment, then press the XFER button to go back to the original caller and take the message down. Finally, option number 3, if you hear the voice message start, immediately hang up the phone. Please note, it is best practice to screen all phone calls. Screening the phone calls is the most important tool for you to identify what is the call about, why and how they called before you transfer them or put them on hold to find out the information they are seeking. Listen to the caller carefully and identify who is the best person to address the issue. Put the caller on hold while you approach the best individual if they have the time to take the call, and then transfer the call or take the message down if the individual is not available. For example, there are many marketers that call, and that has nothing to do with a federally sponsored program like ours. Now that you have strategies to answer the phone, you can also make a phone call. To place a call in the University of Minnesota phone system, first dial number 8, then the desired number and the area code if outside 612. After you place the handset by your ear, be prepared with a clear goal to accomplish your objective. Have a bulleted list with key information on your notepad. Before ending the call, summarize it to ensure you have captured the key elements and say thank you and goodbye. Next, what not to do. Do not eat, do not drink, do not chew gum or candies while you are on the phone. Don't cover your mouth, don't sneeze, or use slang words. Bonus tip, email etiquette at Trio Upward Bound. Trio Upward Bound uses its own email account to communicate with students, parents, and other community partners. Please remember when sending out emails from that account that you are representing Trio Upward Bound. You should write your name and title at the end of the message that you are preparing or forwarding. When you provide your name and title, in addition to the Trio Upward Bound email signature in the message you forwarded, it will assist us in the event they call back or email back seeking clarification. Remember to be professional, such as having introductions and closing statements in all of our email communication sent via the Trio UB email account. Finally, voicemail tips at Trio Upward Bound. With the University of Minnesota system-wide switchover, the voice messaging system was also updated. To listen to the messages, you will have to dial 60001 and then enter the last 5 digits of the phone number you are on. If it has voicemail, it should have a blinking light next to the VCML button on the phone base. Enter the password for the phone number that is typically on the phone base. Then follow the prompts the voicemail system asks. You will be able to save the message, forward the message, and announce the forwarded message and delete the message. The VCML button on the phone base only informs that that particular phone has messages. Do not press nor use the button. This concludes our video presentation. If you have other questions, feel free to reach out to the office manager. Thank you for participating in the phone skills training.